So I wanted to do a series of videos on burnout. Burnout's a topic that's close to my heart, having experienced it a couple of times myself in life. Specifically professional burnout, or burnout from overwork in whatever capacity. Um, so I wanted to talk a bit about, firstly, my experiences with burnout, or the times that I've felt burnt out in my life. The first time was when I was 18. Second time was when I was 28. There's an odd symmetry there. Maybe I should be concerned about when I turn 38, which is next year. Might happen again. But when I was 18, it was kind of just silly young stuff. I was fully to blame. Just had work and uni and lots of responsibilities and commitments, and was also drinking and partying too much, and it just caught up with me. Um, the second time, when I was 28, was a little different in circumstances. I mean, I was still fully responsible for it, but was probably naive and was working too hard in a large corporate accounting environment. Um, was ambitious in my career, wanted to get promoted quickly, wanted to be given more responsibility and do well at my job, get noticed by my bosses, get rewarded for it financially, all of that stuff. So I was working really hard, took on one big project in particular, while also doing my client work and everything else along with that. And I just found that I started getting really anxious on the way to work. In the mornings, I'd be on the train and I would dread getting to work. I'd absolutely hated being there. And as soon as it turned 5 o'clock, I would leave. I wouldn't hang around and work extra hours or anything like that. I couldn't wait to leave, couldn't wait to get out of there, and felt a sense of relief when I walked out the door. I wasn't sleeping at night. I was thinking about work, and my mind was just racing all the time. So I started to develop insomnia, was carrying this chronic anxiety with me all day, every day. Even on weekends, I couldn't shut it off. And I started to feel really depressed. I started to feel like I was lost in life. I didn't know where I was headed, what I wanted, what my direction was. And it all kind of, came to a head at a certain point, and I felt there was really no choice but to quit. And I'm glad that I came to that decision, because when I did quit, I felt a lot better. The burnout sort of subsided and was more manageable. But that was the only solution that I found. I didn't find a way to manage it while I was still in the job. And I don't think that's necessary to quit. You can manage it, but you need to have some awareness around yourself and your process, and how burnout manifests for you. Anyway, I don't want to make this video go for too long. I just wanted to talk briefly about my experiences with burnout and why it's such an important issue for me, because I feel like it happens really, really commonly today in our society, given the way it's set up. So I want to do two more videos on burnout. One is the societal pressure itself, and how that can show up for different people. And then the third one will just be about how I manage my life now to avoid burnout, and how you can too. And hopefully this little video series will be helpful for you in some way.